Hello, welcome to On This Day in Brattleboro Vermont's History. I'm your host, Bob Cornelier. Today's topic will be the S.A. Smith Company fire, February 2nd, 1899. February 2nd, 1899, the S.A. Smith factory complex, manufacturers of baby carriages and toys, is destroyed by fire. The factory contained 9 very large buildings and many small type shed structures located at the corner of Elm and Frost streets of Brattleboro, Vermont. Fire was discovered and alarm sounded at 12:23 p.m. The Brattleboro steamers, the Hook and Ladder Company, and the SD Oregon steamer responded to the call. But in spite of their best efforts, by 1 p.m., the roof of the 5-story main building collapsed and flames spread throughout other buildings of the factory complex. Firefighters were faced with other problems, such as a sick horse assigned to Engine 3, which contributed to the fact that the steamer required some 15 minutes to reach the scene from the station. Upon arrival, it was found that the engine could not draft water from the high bridge over the Whetstone Brook. The engine was returned to the station and its assignment handed to the No. 4 company, whose engine pumped water on the fire until 7 p.m. The flames were fanned by a strong wind from the west and southwest, and required only 2 hours to lay in charred and smoking ruins, 9 large buildings, some as much as 5 stories, and numerous outbuildings covering 3 or 4 acres. Newspaper accounts of the day report that in spite of their heroic work, the town's firefighting forces were utterly inadequate to subdue the blaze. The department lost 1,000 feet of hose when the main building collapsed. However, it managed at some point to maintain 10 working water streams on the fire, 7 from hydrants, 2 from Steamer 4, and 1 from the SD Company's steamer. The fire resulted in a loss to the company estimated at $100,000. S.A. Smith made wooden and metal toys, wagons and wheelbarrows, children's carriages, and the famous shoe-fly rocking horse. One of the toys was a wooden milk wagon and horse with the name Hillside Farm painted on the wagon. The milk wagon had 6 wooden milk cans loaded in the cart, and children could pretend they were transporting milk to the creamery in West Brattleboro. S.A. Smith moved to Brattleboro from Guilford in 1880 and occupied the old SD factory at the bottom of Main Street, located where Plaza Park is now. The S.A. Smith Company later moved to another old SD factory on the corner of Frost and Elm Streets, where a lumber company now locates. S.A. Smith operated there for many years. This is your host, Bob Cornelier. Thank you for listening to this episode of This Day in Brattleboro Vermont's History. Photos and information courtesy of the Brattleboro Vermont Historical Society and newspapers.com. The Brattleboro Historical Society is located in the 3rd floor municipal building, Suite 301. Hours are Thursdays 2 p.m. to 4 p.m., Saturdays 10 a.m. to 12 noon. The Brattleboro Historical Society has a Facebook page, and you can visit the website at bhs802.org.